welcome to another episode of Dad Can We Talk. I am your host, Anthony Ray, and this is episode 116 of Dad Can We Talk. Man, I know y'all probably haven't saw me in a minute. The last interview I did with my man Takeem Banks, I probably did that back in like July or August. I know I just put it out a few weeks ago, but yeah, man, I've been having some real technical difficulties. It was a long time where I didn't have my computers. And let me tell y'all how good God is, man. One day, my wife texted me. I was at work, and she said something about Full Sail. And when she said Full Sail, it just clicked in my mind that when Full Sail sent me my computers that I usually use, they gave us warranties on the computers. And so I had two computers and my kids broke both of them. So the first computer I took was the one I got when I first started class in 2019. And when I took that one to Best Buy, it said that they said the warranty was gone off it. So I was like, so I never did take my second computer because I just assumed that warranty was expired also. And so I was thinking, man, let me check the other one because I know I got the second computer in 2020. And I went on fullsale.com and I found that they give 3-year warranty. So I'm like, 2020, it's 2023. I'm like, man, let me go check this thing out, man. It was October 10th when I got this idea to look up the warranty. Man, I found out that my warranty was expiring on that computer on October 15th.
Oh, man.
Man, I got home, told my wife, listen, I'll be back. I'm finna go to Best Buy. I took it over there. They said, they looked at it. They was like, yeah, it'll be this much money. I'm like, no, it's on the warranty. They looked at the warranty. Oh, yeah, cool. Everything is free. We'll send it back to you when we get done with it. Bet. So, yeah, your boy back in the game, got me a brand new computer.
Well, the wives be musing, don't they?
Yeah, so.
Shout out, she dropped that nugget in your ear, boy.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So if it wasn't for my wife, saying what she said that day, I would have never thought of it. I'm sure I wasn't going to think about it that week. I probably would have thought about it on October 16th and found out that it expired on the 15th, and I would have been mad. But, yeah, so I'm back in the game. Got my computer going. I'm planning on starting to do some more interviews. So y'all will be seeing these drop more regularly, like usual. Even with my other podcasts, with Me and Can We Talk, we got some other stuff coming up, man. So y'all be on the lookout for that. But yeah, man, I'm excited to get back to this, man, because Dad Can We Talk is therapy for me. It's very therapeutic to sit down with other guys, man, and be able to hear these stories and tell the stories of fatherhood from our own perspective. So without further ado, before I say anything else, y'all go subscribe to the channel on YouTube at Dad Can We Talk, and follow us on Instagram at Dad Can We Talk, Facebook at Dad Can We Talk. And if you want to hear any other stories from other dads, go to www.dadcanwetalk.com. You'll find everything there. Or you can find it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever else you get podcasts. But yeah, so man, y'all listen, I'm so ready to get into this today. And this guy that I'm sitting with today, he reached out to me probably about around the time when the computer messed up. It was about August. And he was, just telling me how he's been paying attention to the podcast and he would love to be a guest. Regretfully, I'm like, I can't do it right now. I'm kind of messed up right now. I ain't really got nothing to do interviews with. But but we here today, and I'm ready to hear his story, man, and really hear what he's about. I've been checking out some stuff on his page, and I'm like, yeah, I like what this guy got going on, man. So I want to hear what he's really about. And so y'all welcome to the show, my man, Emmanuel Payne. How you doing, bro?
What's going on, man? Glad to be here. Honored to be here, man.
For sure.
Yeah, the energy just been a vibe before the camera even started, bro. So yeah, I'm excited to do this and be a part of this.
For sure, man. Well, hey, we're going to start it how we always started, bro. I always have the same question when I start out, so we're gonna keep it like that. First question, what was your relationship like with your dad? And how has that relationship that you had with your dad translated over into your own parenting?
My father and I, it was kind of like he was in the house when I was younger, but he and my mom's like separated. So around like those teenage years, that's kind of when it was kind of transitioning to where it was just a single parent household for me. Honestly, he's instilled a lot of good, dope principles into me that I don't even have to speak on when it comes to my parenting now, because it's so embedded in me that I just do it. And my daughter, she a sponge already, even at the age of 1. So she pick up on that. Like, it ain't much that I can tell her. It's just about setting the example. And that's what I picked up a lot from him is it ain't about what you saying, it's about what you doing. You feel me? So I'm just big on demonstration over talking about it. And parenting is about teaching, but it's also about setting the example. So that's pretty much what I got from him, is just setting the example of doing the right thing. Because the kids don't see it regardless whether you're doing the right thing or the wrong thing. So
believe that.
Yeah.
Well, I love that, man.
Sure.
It reminds me of the saying, you could preach, your life can preach a better sermon than your words ever could.
Yeah.
You know, it's like everybody want to talk the talk, you know, but, you know, talking is one thing, but if you ain't really walking it, especially for your kids, because they see everything. And I think that's where a lot of people mess up at. It's like, we think, especially when our kids little, oh, they don't really know what's going on. Nah, listen, they pay attention to everything.
Everything.
Like you said, 1 year old, man, your baby, she might not be able to communicate that to you, but she's seeing.
Yes, sir.
And as she progresses in age, we start to say stuff like, man, I don't know where you got that from, when they start doing certain things. And that's something that I've been on myself about. You know, I say that with my kids. I don't know where y'all get that from. And then the more and more I think about it, I'm like, dang, I be doing that.
For sure.
And I've been doing that for a long time.
That's why it's so easy not to see it.
Man,
Yeah, that's
God.
what it is, man. That's really what it is, bro. That's true. So true.
Real talk, man. Well, shout out to Pops, man. Shout out to Pops. Shout out to Pops for showing, for giving that example. You know, that's huge.
Most definitely is.
That's huge. Since you've become a father, what has been one of the most surprising and unexpected aspects of fatherhood to you within this time?
For me, surprising. Just how much fun I'm having with it. Like, you know, you always know, or the cliches of people saying pretty much the same thing when you become a parent. And I can only speak for the parents who want to be present in their kids' life. But honestly, like, it's a challenge, yeah. But man, like, it's fun. Like, I don't think I'd change it for anything, bro. Like, it's a good challenge. So the surprising thing is just like how much I just enjoy seeing what else she gonna do, because I got a daughter. So seeing what else she gonna do new today, or what I don't know, bro. It's just hard. I could go on and on when it comes to talking about that. But yeah, man, like, I just be surprised by seeing the growing, and surprised at how much I want to be engaged in a different kind of way, on a different level than I even expected before I became a father, and always, you know, imagining being a father. But when you actually it's certain indescribable things that happen, but it's a good surprise. Oh no, like, that's the best way that I can break it down, bro. Cause we could be in here for hours just talking about, you feel me? Like, I get it in when they talk about
that's
my
real,
girl, man. It's love.
That's real.
For
and
sure.
then you got a girl. Like, how's that feeling? Like, you know, like, growing up, you know, with us being men, you know, there's like, you know how we growing up, you know how we are with women a lot of times. Like, with you having a little girl now, has that changed your perspective on how you look, how you view women?
Honestly,
or even how you deal with them?
Not really, because honestly, like, thankfully, like, I'm just big on how I treat people in general. You feel me? So
talk.
as a woman, like women, like y'all queens. So I try my best to make sure that y'all, like, respectfully. So like, and be mindful of what I say and how I conduct myself around women anyway. So with my daughter, and being a young black woman in this society coming up, for me it's just real big on like being a father, which is providing, protecting, and guiding. You feel me? Like, as long as I can do that, as long as I can instill understanding in her to be able to maneuver, be able to thrive in a society like this, and make sure that she all right, because it starts here. It's all mental. So as long as I can do my part in that department, everything else is gonna be what it's gonna be. So I'm just firm on making sure that I do my part on making sure that she's prepared to be a woman in this society as a man. You feel me? That makes sense.
That's real.
Yeah.
That's real. And that's so important, man. You know, I'm noticing, you know, my 10-year-old, you know, just, and she has this, you know, she's at the age now where I can really kind of, like her personality, she's one that feels, you know, she feel everything. You know,
sure.
And so sometimes, like, I gotta really be careful with my words. And I ain't good with that a lot of times. I ain't good with, you know, I get mad, get upset, and I just go to saying things, and then I gotta retract.
Right.
And be like, nah, baby, I ain't mean that.
Yeah.
You know, like, that ain't where I am, you know. And
I'm with you.
we were in the car yesterday. She said, I was playing this one song. This is a guy named KB that I listen to.
Oh, shout out to gospel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
KB,
shout out
KB.
my brother put me on him.
Oh yeah, KB,
yeah,
he the truth.
For sure.
So KB got a song called Masterpiece, and it's about basically a song to his children. And he's just talking about how beautiful and how precious his children are to him. And I don't know why she even said it, but my daughter was like, "Oh, Daddy, I love this song." And then she was like, "You probably don't feel like this about me."
Yeah.
I was like, huh?
Yeah, you felt that one.
Bro, and it was just out of nowhere. And I'm like, it ain't like we even been beefing. You know, I'm just like, what? I'm like, girl, what you mean?
Yes, sir.
And you know what? I just went to just speaking to her, just like telling her how much I care about her and everything, you know. And I'm just like, man, I gotta make sure, you know, because sometimes, you know, when I'm mad or something, I might say stuff like, man, y'all kids be getting on my nerves, bro.
Yeah.
Like, y'all just, and you know, and at times, I'm saying that in the heat of the moment because I'm just upset about whatever. You know, a lot of times it be just outside stuff.
Right.
And I'm just mad. And then, you know, the kids just go to spazzing and I say these things and I just be like, oh, I gotta, and you know, I go back and I apologize like, baby, I ain't mean that. You know, Daddy, I love you and this and that. But it goes back to what we said earlier, you know, it's just more than telling, you got to be able to show them because they gonna take everything literal. Like,
yes, sir.
This what you said, Daddy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And if you, it's like you got to be on point with it at all times. And as they get older, bruh, you know, everything counts. Yeah. Every word.
Yes,
you
sir.
know, every action, bruh.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, bro, when that came, and when she said that yesterday, it just it hit me in a place where I'm like, yeah, boy, I got so much work to do when it comes, especially with her, bro, because I know she feel it. She feel everything, bro. She ain't missing not one word.
Most definitely, man. Most definitely.
Not one word.
And that's actually like, you feel me? You just gotta really be authentic. Not you, but I'm saying like people in the sense of to like their perspectives on, oh, they're just a child, they don't understand. Man, think about when you was a kid, how much you knew that your parents probably didn't think you knew. You feel me? Like, that's what we got. We gotta give them the benefit of the doubt because other than that, you'll be in a place to where you thinking this one thing and they taking everything that you saying and running with it. You feel me? And if you don't have that reinforcement because you don't know, they taking it on a whole nother tangent. You feel me? Like, imagine if she hadn't brought that up this whole time, you wouldn't even know that she thought that you felt the way about her. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's reality. Like, in those teachable moments, like, it's good that that happened however it happened, because now you're able to correct what
Real
you
talk.
was, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's good, man. It's learning.
Real
It's learning
talk.
curve.
And I think it's also important to understand our children's their love languages.
For sure.
And understanding, once I got the understanding of that, that's changed a lot of my parenting.
For sure. Yeah.
And so that's one thing I tell you, you know, like as she grows, pay attention to everything, because, you know, like a lot of times people only put love languages in the sense of relationships.
Yeah.
So it's like
everybody,
we're looking at our wife, you know, the girlfriend, whatever, and we're looking at it like, okay, I'm gonna make sure I understand her in these ways. But our children, bro, they have a certain way that they want to be loved, you know, and a certain way that they react to love.
For sure.
And man, if you don't get that, you know, at times, you know, like a lot of times people say, especially women, they'll say, you know, y'all try to love us in a way that we ain't even asking us to be loved.
Mm-hmm.
You know, or even in the same sense, even with a man, you know, sometimes women want to love us in a way like they do things for us according to what they think we should want, or we.
For sure.
It's like, nah, like you got to understand me. Like if my wife's love language is gifts,
Right.
you know, the gift giving, but I'm thinking, okay, well, shoot, I'm finna give her all this affection. When affection really isn't a thing that she desires.
Right.
It's like, of course, I mean, she'll take it.
Right.
But it's like, that ain't what really moved her.
For sure.
But if a gift, you know, a thoughtful gift would mean so much more to her, it's like, you got to know that.
For sure.
So that, okay, boom, when it's time to, you know, if I just want to do something for her, a gift would be more than me taking her, you know, to a beach and us just spending time. Like that might not be her.
Right, her vibe. Yeah.
Her vibe, you know.
For sure.
So it's like, even in the same sense, bro, like with our children, like my son loves time, spending time. He loves quality. I think it's quality time.
Yes.
He loved for me to go outside and play football with him. He liked for me to watch him play games, his little video game, the little card game. He liked to show me all this cool cards he done bought on the game. He liked for me to watch him play Madden and show me replays, and he liked that. Like, and he liked to come lay up with me and just, Daddy, let me show you this right here. You know, like that's his way of feeling love.
Yeah.
And so for him, I mean, yeah, he liked gifts, but
Right.
like for him,
Yeah,
boy, if I take that joke outside, if I leave here right now and be like, hey, bro, let's go get the football, let's go throw.
Yeah.
What?
Make his day.
His whole day, man.
For sure.
You know, if I can, and then if I be like, let's play a game, let's play, let's play. We throw it, and I'm gonna get you.
Yeah, I got
oh
you.
my God, he in heaven.
I got you.
So, you know, we got to really understand them. So I want to ask you, like, what are some ways right now that you are spending time? You know, I know you got this young baby, but like, what are some ways right now that you are spending time, you know, putting that quality time in with your baby?
Well, yeah, that's a great question, bro. Because to the point of what we was talking about, it's important to, when you are present, to be paying attention to what the people around you, because it's everybody. We all got love languages, right? So really, like, which as a parent, taking that time to be present. Like, I know we all got stuff going on. I know we all got good and bad stuff going on simultaneously all the time. You feel me? But making it a point to be present, because it ain't about you no more once you're a parent. You feel me? So, and it's not always easy. You feel me? You're tired. You're stressed out from this. You're aggravated about that. But taking that time, like you said, to where it's like knowing enough of knowing your child or knowing your partner, whatever, enough to know this is what I can do to make this time well spent. You feel me? Give time, whatever it takes. They love language. You feel me? So to your question with how you I don't want to mess up the question. How, like, you said it again.
How do you, like, what are some ways that you spend quality time with them?
So Really, man, it really be from dusk till dawn. Like if I'm in the house, like whether I'm working, I make sure that even when she don't want to be around me, cause she her own person, bro. Like walking, running already. So and she getting into stuff. That's she in that phase. So whatever, she usually like if I ain't like a certain type like laying down or something, she in her own world. She ain't even worried about me, bro. Like I just gotta keep up with her throughout the day. So really, man, just I know that she like going outside already. So making sure that I might knock out like some work. And then like, okay, I got an hour, let's just go outside and I just take her for a walk or put her in a stroller and just walk around, you feel me, just to give her that outside time, you feel me? Knowing that she don't even like commercials on TV, bro. Like if her show on YouTube, The Gracie's Corner or anything like that, and the commercial come on, if we don't change the commercial, if we don't put the free ad version on, she gonna start yelling. And her grandparents just be like, what? And just be like, you gotta change it. You feel me? And not all of them, it's funny because all of them know that she don't like commercials, so whenever she be at like my mama house or whatever staying with her, she always used to talk about us like, oh, y'all gonna spoil it. What you mean? You gonna fast forward the commercials for the baby? Now, anytime she over there, the commercials come on, the first thing she do just fast forward it through, bro. Just understanding like, just taking that time to pay attention to what it is that she actually does like, cause it might not be what I like, but we can make it work. We can find some common ground. You feel me? So that's what I try to do. Like, just pay attention to her and see if and when and how she needs time spent, and just go from there, bro. Like, I try not to overcomplicate it, honestly.
That's real. And it's really, most of this stuff be so simple, bro.
That's what I'm learning, man. So simple. Like you can get them the most expensive gift, and they only gonna play with the box.
Believe that. Man, I be trying to get my mama to understand it. Trying to get my mama to understand.
Oh yeah, they gonna do it regardless, man. It ain't no changing them. Hey man, I'm telling you, I'm learning, bro.
Hey, tell my mama, man, listen, they not finna use all that stuff, man.
For sure.
You get them one thing and they'll concentrate on that one thing. Most definitely. Especially if it's something that they like. But you get them all this little miscellaneous stuff, they gonna like to see it and play with it that day. Man, give them a week.
All right.
Man, but that ain't nothing to do. Huh? Bro, you got like 18 things.
That's the one right there, but I ain't even got that yet, but I know it's coming.
Listen, when they hit you with that, well, it ain't nothing to do, but they got like 18,000 things in the house. Come here. Got like 18,000 things in the house, man, but they say it's boring. The next question, how do you balance your time in between, work, your child, your partner, your own time for you, everything else that life throws at us, man? Like, how do you balance your time and, just how do you do that?
Honestly, bro, it gotta be a higher power.
Yeah.
It gotta, because that's the only way I think I can even function in that capacity. Because you just listed out like 5 things, bro. Like, you feel me? But this is really everyday life. You know what I'm saying? That's for parents, not even for me, not for entrepreneurs, but literally for parents. You feel me? Like, and honestly, it's really a matter of you not gonna find the time. Like, you're not gonna find it. You gotta make it.
Believe
you feel me? Like, because if you waiting on it, like, to be like, okay, I'm gonna just do it when something gonna come up. You feel like it's always something, right? So for me, I like to try to be disciplined with my routines throughout the day. And honestly, bro, the only way that I really can function in that capacity is having a schedule set and still being open to knowing that it's still not gonna happen like that. You feel me? Like, even from the time of with baby girl, you feel me? Like, that can trump everything in a second. You know what I'm saying? Or with business, gotta go do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's always interchanging. And trying to be prepared is going, like, all the time. Me personally, I tried that before. Yeah. And it had me stressed out. And if I'm stressed out, I can't do nothing good. You know what I'm saying? So it really made me like, meditate, go into that space, you feel me, and understand that you gotta make the time for all those things, you making sure that wifey still have her time, still able to have that nurturing time, still let her know that she important. Still let baby girl, give baby girl the time, you know what I'm saying? Let her know that she important, you feel me? But still not letting this business get unbalanced over here because you're trying to devote too much personal time. So to me, for me to answer that question in a nutshell, I personally just try to be on a disciplined time with myself, and also be open to certain things falling through the cracks and just letting it go. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not gonna be able to do everything all the time, but at least give everything enough time to where there's nothing lacking. If that makes sense. That's the best way I do my work-life balance and keeping it in perspective.
That's real. Man, listen, that's probably one of the hardest things. But I talked with the guy a few episodes back. He said something so fire, bro. He said, what bro say? He said, he was like, when you think of balancing, we always think of everything on like a even thing. But he was like, bro, in reality, we can't live life like that. He was like, there's some things that's gonna always tip the scale. He was like, and that's my family. He like, family gonna always, when you put them on this side, it's gonna always tip it. For sure. And he like, so now it's like you just really, you putting in a certain amount of time for you got time over here for work, time over here for you, time over here, but when it all comes down to when it all comes down to the ultimate thing, my kids and my wife is like everything. For sure. They got to come before everything else. And, I ain't learned that until, it took a minute for me to learn that, especially when it came in marriage.
Naturally.
In marriage, I was probably 8 years in, and my wife was like, just came to me one day like, bruh, like, what we doing? And I'm like, what you mean? We good. I mean, from my perspective, we straight. Man, when that woman told me, she was just honest with me, and she just told me straight up, bro, you're not, like, you don't give me any time. Like, everything else come before me. You in the community, you go to work, you come home from work, you home for like an hour, and then you in the community all the way to 9. Then you come home and you getting ready for bed, and then
start over, And
I'm like, dang, she kind of right.
Yeah,
I do that, and it wasn't until she said that until like I realized like, dang, bro, like I really be in the community a lot, bro. Just doing this, doing that, moving this, doing just all worried about everybody else's family.
Right.
But then my own family suffered.
Yeah.
And man, ever since she said that, it kind of changed my mindset. Like, man, I gotta make sure my home's straight. Because I'm out here trying to save everybody else's family. Right. But if I lose my own, like, why am I doing this?
And that's the reality of, to your point, that's the reality of the services that you're doing. I ain't gonna say you're trying to do it because you're doing it. But when you have a mission, you feel me, and what it is that you're doing, it's easy to not see that. You feel me? But a lot of people tend to like kind of say like, like if you are doing what it is that you're doing, it's almost impossible to have a family life. So to be able to balance that or take the time to step back to even want to adjust that and start adjusting that, that's major, bro. So I salute that, man, for real. For sure. Because a lot of people, it's either one or the other, and you know what I'm saying? But hey, you gotta make it work.
And then it's a different thing when you hear your wife tell you to certain. And I get my wife, even my kids, I get them the freedom. I always tell them, man, tell me what's real. For sure. Don't sugarcoat nothing with me.
For sure.
Like if you feeling some type of way, let me know that. Because if you don't say it, I ain't gonna know. I'm just being honest. Right. Man, I'm so bullheaded. Like I'm going after it. For sure. If you don't say nothing, I'm gonna keep doing it. Right. So sometimes I need that. Even like what my baby said to me yesterday, I needed that. Cause I'm like, okay, damn, like I need to okay, I know what I need to be doing now. I know what area I need to be working on. I need to be working on my words of affirmation.
For sure.
I need to be working on quality time. I need to be doing this for her because if this is how she's feeling, bro, that's on me. That ain't her fault. You know, so, you know, it's definitely a challenge, and I always challenge dads, you know, like always be introspective. Look inward and like, you know, I've dealt with a lot of people doing counseling, relationship type stuff, and all that stuff. Everybody look at what the other person doing. I always say, well, let's leave them out of it. Like, let's talk about you
for sure
right now. Let's just look at what we're doing and how can you get better. Because I'm a firm believer if we just fix what's in here, everything else will begin to come around.
And that's so true.
Everything else will come around, bro.
That's so true, man. That's real.
How has your perspective on life changed since becoming a dad?
A lot of full circle moments in the sense of things that I didn't catch as a child, and it's like seeing it all over again through my daughter's eyes, and it brings those memories back, or what they call those core memories that be locked up in your mind. Like, she unlocked a lot of them for me, like almost on a daily basis, that really put life into perspective in the sense of a lot of the things that we deem is important and significant is really small. You feel me? Like, and it really put in perspective where your values are as a person when you become a parent. Like, and for what it did for me and what's important for me. Yeah, we want better things, but why do you want the better things? Is it for you? Is it for show? Is it for your family? Is it for not only your immediate family, is it for your family that isn't even here yet? You know what I'm saying? Like, so for me, it just put a lot of like insignificant things or things that I used to think was big, and it was like, it really ain't like that. Like, this is more important, you feel me? So I would say that, like, in not even, like, it honestly made me like, even though I know it's time and a place to be serious in life, because life is real, it also made me realize that you shouldn't take life so seriously, bro. Like, and when you able to be present and not do that, that's when it's like something happened unexpected, and you're like, hey, how did this just happen for me? Or I wasn't even expect, because you're present and you allowed yourself. But those things I feel like came full circle when I became a father, like having that time to really like just shut out everything else and be present, bro. And it changed my life in other aspects, if that makes sense. Like, being present as a father more, or being intentful on being present as a father, made me more present in other aspects of my life, which enhanced my life in a way, because I was more present and hands on and more intentful on where I am in the now with it. So that's really all I can say with that, bro.
This man spitting game. Real talk, bro.
Right,
He's spitting game, man. You know, yeah, I ain't even gonna expound too much. But the man spitting game when it comes to that right there. Y'all listen. Take what he just said right there. That's free game for the free 99. Listen, what the man just said, cause I go a long time on that, but very important, very, very, very important. How do you handle disagreements and conflicts when it comes, or have you even had that with your wife when it comes to parenting? Have y'all had any conflict on the way that you might see something or she sees something different than you? Like, how do y'all handle those situations?
For sure, man. I'm pretty like, as long as you're not gonna get hurt or you hurting nobody else, like, I'm pretty easy going, like, with situations and with things. So it's usually like, it's not really too many disagreements, but if it is, like, you just gotta, I'm just honest anyway, so I'm gonna tell you like what it is that I do or don't like about it. She lets me know the same thing, and then we go from there. And if we agree, we agree, and if we don't agree, then we gotta find some common ground. If we don't find common ground, just agree to disagree. But I don't like to complicate things like that. It's like I said, especially if it isn't life threatening or, you know what I'm saying, gonna put anybody else in a predicament like with her or with that. I honestly, like, we disagree, but it's using that, it's petty. So, you know what I'm saying? For right now, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I ain't got to the 10 years old. And, so I'll let you know about 10 years because we might have some disagreements for real then. But honestly, bro, like, when it comes to disagreeing, like, would you rather be happy or right? When it comes to disagreements with your wife, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sir.
And most of the time, I prefer my peace. You know what I'm saying? So I say, ain't nobody getting hurt. I ain't gotta. You know what I'm saying? So I be chilling, man. Like, and it's usually nothing far fetched. Thank God. So we cool, bro.
Yeah. That is one of those things that, you know, like as they get older, you know, like I don't think we done had anything too serious, but
for sure, good stuff.
You know, I'm learning to just be like, hey, that's what you say, bro.
You feel me? I'm telling you, bro.
A little earlier in their life, you know, I'm like, no, we gonna do it like this, you know. And now I'm just like, man, listen. I mean, that's what you say.
Most definitely,
you know, I ain't tripping.
But you know, in to the point, because I felt like in our generation, I could be wrong, but I felt like parenting, in a way, was kind of not done wrong, but the best that they only knew how to as parents from that generation.
Real talk.
But it's important to let your kids make their own decisions. I'm learning that, you know what I'm saying? Like, even at this point, like, because it's so easy for you, you're doing the wrong one. Let me imagine if it was reversing. You got your whole, what you finna do as a kid, and then your pops or your mom be like, no, you're doing it wrong. But I'm gonna just sit here and I'm gonna let you do it from now on. You know what I'm saying? And eventually, you create that reliance on you. You know what I'm saying? And if you ain't the one that's stepping in and telling them when they get in a real life situation, what I do. You know what I'm saying? Opposed from, well, if I make a choice, right or wrong, if I'm not, like I said, if I'm not hurting anybody, hurting myself, I live and I learn. Yeah. But how I'm gonna keep learning if you keep telling me or keep doing it for me, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's big, bro. Like, it's to that point. Like, it's good. You gotta let them kind of, you know, as long as they ain't hurting, they say that's what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna learn.
Straight up, man. Woo. That's one of the ones too, man. Like my kids, they're all like, you know, they pretty set on, okay, I'm gonna do this
for sure.
And I kind of. You know, we all, and like I said, I give my kids so much freedom to say how you feel now.
And that's
like,
too.
Say what you got to say. Don't be scared now. But also let me say what I'm gonna say. Also, I'm gonna hear you out, but then hear me out. You know, and so a lot of times my wife don't be liking that. She don't agree with that.
There you go.
You know, but for me,
I got you.
I'm like, nah, let them say what they gonna say. You know, so they always talking back. Nah, talk back to me. Say what you got to say, and then I'm gonna give you my whole thing too, and I ain't gonna hold back.
Right.
You know, and I keep it real with them, and like I say, I gotta work on it sometimes because I I'm gonna tell you really what it is. For sure. And I think at times I hurt their feelings, so I tell them things like, I think sometimes I give them too much of a hard truth.
I got you. Yeah.
Like, I'll be like, I can dial that back, bro. You know, I ain't got to go
learning curve, bro. That's it. Yeah.
But I be trying to. Well, you just said what you said. Now I'm finna really give you some real reality.
I got you.
And now it's like, daddy, you mean
the bad guy? Yeah, that's how it's gonna go.
Now, daddy mean. How me? You know, so yeah, bro. That's one of the things, bro. That is just so hard. It's just hard to, like, especially when it's just hard to deal with the feelings of it all, you know, especially having these girls, bro. I'm like, so now you mad, you crying now? Come on, man. Oh, hey, my God. Listen. Like, bro, I should be crying.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, bro, yeah, we ain't gonna never get that leisure as a father, but for real, we doomed, man.
Yeah, man. What's about a year or something in? What's the most valuable lesson you've learned so far within this year of being a dad? Like, what's one of those most, like, if you could think of just one thing a valuable lesson that you learned?
From as like
as a father.
As a father.
As a father.
More patience. I would have to say more patience. Like I always thought I was a patient person, but it's levels to that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's not always easy to have patience. You know what I'm saying? But for me, that just goes back to being intentful on what it is how it is that you want to conduct yourself. And me, I want to always be that space of, she feels like she wants to come to me, she can. You know what I'm saying? Even at this age. So learning patience, bro, like from things, and then I would say patience and understanding that it's things that you can control and things that you can't. You know what I'm saying? As a father. And really like understanding that before, but another, again, like to the patience thing, another level of understanding that it's things that you just can't control. And you gotta be okay with that, or find a way to be okay with that. You know what I'm saying? So really just learning that thing, just really learning that and accepting that and finding more peace in that. You know what I'm saying? As a father. That's my stint.
Yeah, bro, it's gonna be a long ride. I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be a long ride when it comes to that patience, you know, because she's just starting to walk, move around, and bro, they only start to do that more and more and more and more. You know, now you throw the talking in, and now you know you just want some peace and quiet. You know, last night, bro, we were out yesterday all day, bro. And so, as we're riding back, we getting back in the car, we're about to go back home.
Yeah.
My thing is, bro, I just want some peace and quiet.
Yeah.
But Daddy, can you turn on this one song right here? You know, this one song where, bro, we're not doing songs right now. Well, Daddy, can we just do this one?
Yeah.
Listen.
No.
Daddy don't want no songs. I don't even want to hear no talking. I just want to decompress, bro.
Yes,
you know, it's just like, and then they go to talking.
Yep.
Bro, I thought I just said,
Hey,
I don't even want to hear them talking, bro. Like, can y'all give Daddy just 15 minutes, bro? Just let me, I just want to ride. And you know, and that's me.
Yeah.
Like, when I'm in the car, like, at nighttime, a lot of time, I turn the radio off.
For sure.
I ain't turning it down, I just turn it off.
For sure.
I don't want nothing on. I just want to ride and just take some time for me.
Sure, man.
And I know that might not be, I shouldn't have to do stuff like that with the kids in the car. I should reserve that for when it's just me in the car. But I'm like, bro, I done been with y'all all day. Especially in this new role that I'm in now. It's like, woke up this morning, got y'all ready for school, took y'all to school. I had my little hours in between y'all was at school, doing some work.
Right.
Come pick y'all up from school. Now I'm with you. And I was with them all day.
Yep.
Like, I took them somewhere to an event last night. My wife, she ain't come, so it's like I'm with y'all all day.
Yes, sir.
So by the time it's 9 o'clock, we headed home.
Oh yeah.
Bro, listen.
Yeah, you don't hit zero.
I
That meet
don't
on zero. Y'all with your social media gone.
Man, that patience, that's where that patience comes in.
For sure.
Because I think I could have played the song, I could have just turned it down, but it's like, sometimes, bro, I'm just like, bro, I'm drained.
Yes, sir.
Like,
That's
when
the
I
key.
get home,
You be drained, man.
and then you get home, it's 9:30. They know their bedtime like 8:30. Bro, it's past your bedtime,
Yeah.
bro. Take you back, go get in the bed.
Yeah.
They want to run around. No. We ain't gonna do that. But it's like I don't have the energy to do that, and I'm trying to tell my wife, I'm off duty.
Yeah.
Bro, that's on you.
Yeah.
If they be up all night, that's just on you, bro. I'm in the bed, bro. I'm watching some NBA, bro.
Yes,
I'm chilling, bro. So yeah, that patience is like as they get older, you know, when they start to talking, and then if you mess around and get the multiple children, bro, it's like, man, that junk does so wow, bro. It's like,
hey,
now
I'm taking notes, man. For sure, I'm taking notes.
Listen, boy, you get them extra ones,
Yeah.
bruh. They just, and it's like, you might get one to understand, like, okay, you know what, Daddy, and that's my oldest one. She be like, y'all, you know, daddy is tired.
Yeah,
Be quiet.
good stuff. Yeah.
Them other two, like,
They don't care.
man, nobody ain't trying to hear what daddy got to talk about.
We don't care that you tired, Pop.
At all, bro. So yeah, you gonna that patience is gonna be a long ride with that one,
For
bro.
sure.
But just keep on pushing and keep trying, bro.
That's the goal, bro. One day at a time. Man. Real.
One day at a time, man. If you had to give advice to a new dad, just one piece of advice, what would you, or like a new dad or a soon to be dad, if you had to give him one piece of advice, what would you say to him about fatherhood?
To the experience overall, or like in the sense
Just anything.
I would just say, man, honestly, because so many of them, really like
Too many.
Yes, sir. That be the tricky thing about the parenting thing, bro, because there's really no definitive style of parenting, like because all kids' love languages are different. You know what I'm saying? So to that point, we had a full circle moment in that. But honestly, man, I would be big on telling someone else just to get to know your child. Like even from at early, like infancy ages, like because they show you who they are. Like honestly, like they at those ages, like you start seeing their personality. It's not formulated yet, it's still kind of raw because of their infancies, but you start seeing their personalities. But getting to know that now and paying attention to it consistently, by the time they are older in situations in life, of what I've heard, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be times to where you just gotta know for a shadow of a doubt that your child either did or didn't do this, regardless of what anybody else society say. But if you don't take the time to learn your child and learn who they are, then basically it ain't nothing nobody else could tell me about my chick. You feel me? Like honestly, like, and I say that in all sincerity, in all humility, because I took time and I'm taking time to learn my child. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, because you know it's gonna be they gonna pick up those habits that you just don't know nothing about. You feel me? And you got to find it out in another way, because just like how we work. But as long as you know your child or take the time to know your child, y'all relationship gonna be straight. However they move or whatever, because I know that. You feel me? Like they gonna be all right. You feel me? So I honestly, yeah, that's what I would say. Like just take time to get to know your child, what they into, what they like, what set them off, what you know what I'm saying? Like just all that little stuff, but it's a big foundation for later in life.
Real talk, real talk. If you could sit down the way that you and I are doing right now, with the 18-year-old Emmanuel, knowing everything you know currently, and you could tell that young man one thing, you know, give him one piece of advice going forward, what would you say to him?
Movement is life, man. You feel me? Like just keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like honestly, like you know how that cliche goes, like it's things that I wouldn't change because that's how I got to be where I am today. It's true, it's decisions I probably would have, you know what I'm saying, certain things I might have would have played or handled differently. But in all honesty, I'm doing what I set out to do when I was 18. You feel me? So I'm thankful for that. It might not happen in the regard of the way that I might have saw it back then till now, how I got to this point with it. But yeah, bro, I would just tell that young fella to keep moving, man. You gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? So that's it.
Yes, sir. Hey, that's some advice for everybody else out there, man. Y'all take that. But yeah, man, this shit was good. I needed this, bro. I needed this. I learned a lot.
Oh, it was a give and take, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
I love this.
good,
I love it. I love this, man. You know, it's some stuff that you said I'm gonna take for myself. You know, just trying to learn and
Cause you deep in the game to me, man.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's easy to sound when you got them fresh legs and you come in the game, you feel me? But boy, once you get into them quarters, man, and running up the hey, so yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah, boy, I'm trying to keep on trekking, man, and stay in it, you know. And I always tell everybody that listen to this, may y'all continue to pray for your boy, man. You know, life is life. You know, it ain't no short of that. You know, and it ain't stopping. You know, and you know, trials and tribulation, they come, and we got to continue to be strong for these babies, for our wives, and just keep on pushing, even for ourselves. You know, just got to be strong for each other, for everybody else. So, man, you know, that's why I like to put this podcast out for everyone, you know, because we can all learn from one another. We all going through our different challenges, and you know, no one is never too old. You never too experienced to learn from somebody else, you know, and I don't care how old you are, you know, you can always learn something new and learn from someone else. So that's why I put this out here for the people. Y'all continue to be on the lookout. But before we leave, man, I want you to talk about what you got going on. You know, I think you got your books and stuff, or something that you trying to do like that. Talk about your businesses and what you got going on.
I myself and my partner,
Okay.
we started this about 10 years ago. As a clothing line, started with a clothing line called Zimmy. And it was basically, I just wanted to tell stories through the clothing, like through the fashion. But I've always been a storyteller. Like before I started fashion when I was 20, 21, when I was younger, I used to draw stories. So It's all full circle now, because 10 years later, that's the next installment to the brand, which is actually getting back to doing stories through comic book form for kids, to engage them more on reading and to make reading cool again, you know what I'm saying, with content that is relatable, but at the same time, if you read it, it's informative. Oh, it was shout out, I had to get bro in the piece, man.
I see that though.
And it say the youth, but it say the jits. Because that's Florida. If you don't know what jits is, jits is just kids from Florida. Yeah, man. So that's the focus right now, is the kids, man. So I plan to release officially the book next week, my first set of books, but I got so many of them ready, so it's just a matter of starting the process of bringing them out, bro. So I just hope everybody enjoy reading them as much as I enjoy making them for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So that's
Love that, man. I'm gonna be on the lookout for that, because my one thing about it, my babies love to read.
Oh, good stuff, man.
That's why, and that's one thing I always tell people, man. Start your babies out early. Early, man. I started reading to my baby when she was 6 months old.
For sure.
And just reading, you know, and I was a part of a program called Fathers Reading Every Day.
Oh, that's love.
It was called the Fred program. It was at Santa Fe. And I remember I was like, well, my baby, she's a little baby. They was like, listen, read to her right now. And I just started reading books to her, everything. She can't say nothing to me, nothing. She ain't even paying attention, but I'm just reading. And man, that was with my first daughter. Man, she started reading at 3 years old, bro. I'm talking about real deal reading. You can't be sitting there texting in the car with her. Daddy, who you talk?
Yeah.
Girl, get out my phone. You know, like real talk. So, you know, they two of my daughter and my son downstairs right now. They love coming to get books, you know, every week. You know, so they're very enthusiastic when it comes to reading. But I started them all out so early. So that's one thing I always tell people. Start your babies out early. It ain't never too late to start. But make sure they're starting to read, introduce books to them. And another big thing that I did when they was little babies, I put books inside their toy box. So that books were associated with things that were fun.
Most definitely.
You know, it's like toys are fun to them. So I put books in there. So now it's like, for them, books are fun.
Most
like
definitely.
they associated with something being fun and exciting. So
same here, bro. I was gonna say I be reading a little mom too, but she be trying to eat the book, so I know it's good. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I know it's a good book. She trying to eat it when I'm trying to read it to her. She trying to I know. I was like, you like this one.
Yeah.
But that's definitely essential. Like reading, man, that opens so many doors. Like, and that's essential to the point of why I did this transition with the business, to create these books and this kind of content for the kids, because you see where reading is affecting these babies at such an early age right now. And honestly, bro, like, and it just took me back, and I know we finna get out of here, but when I was, I think, before first grade, like before kindergarten, I just remember, I don't even know how the day happened. I think we was just in class and all the kids was reading. And at the time, I couldn't read. I was smart, but you know what I'm saying? I just, at the time, couldn't read. So I just remember coming home, like, sick, like crying, like, Mom, dude's like, what's going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? What's going on? They got in a fight or something. And I'm just mad because I can't read.
Yeah.
So she was like, well, if you want to learn how to read, let's learn how to read. And after that, like, that just took, like, bro, when I tell you reading opened so many doors for me. So if it did that for me, I know what it can do for, like, the kids. So that's a part of the mission for what I'm on right now. So just wanted to throw that out there to that point, because you made me think about that. I forgot all about that moment, that's man. Real. But yeah, reading is definitely vital. So you doing that for your kids is big.
Real talk.
For sure.
Real talk, man. Well, without holding y'all any longer, man, we gonna end it there. This here was a great episode. I hope all my listeners out there, I hope y'all get something from this. If y'all only take one thing from it, you know, take that one thing and you run with it. So y'all continue to be on the lookout for more dads. I got some more interviews coming soon. So y'all continue to stay tuned. Y'all continue to keep y'all eyes glued to Men Can We Talk. Also, we got some great interviews coming. Y'all just continue to make sure y'all pay attention, man, to the pages. Dad Can We Talk on Facebook. Dad Can We Talk on Instagram. Dad Can We Talk on YouTube. DadCanWeTalk.com, Spotify, Apple Files, everywhere. Just go to Google and type in Dad Can We Talk, and it'll be there. You can keep in contact with me if you got questions. If you got a dad you want to suggest, you know, hit me up, man. I'm always ready and willing to sit down with people, man, and hear these stories.
Get them boys next, man.
Oh, yeah. I got 2 in the room right now. That's gotta have them on here, man. So y'all continue to be on the lookout. Tell the people where they can find you also on social media.
So, Instagram, KHING_PAYNE. Facebook is just my regular name, Emmanuel Payne. And I'll be launching the business pages for where you can find all the books under those profiles to get you connected to my business and all that stuff once I start launching the book. So stay tuned.
Y'all remember, man, it's in me. You hear me? Yeah, y'all check them out. Y'all hit my boy up for the shirts, the merchandise. But as for this episode 116 of Dad Can We Talk, we out of here. Bang, bang.